In this video, we're taking on the Unexplored World Map, a map that only includes countries that are not on Google Street View, and we're going to see if we can beat my high score. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Geoguessr YouTube channel, and as you can see, I've played Unexplored World before. My high score is about 19,500, I did it in about 3.5 minutes. That was a long time ago. This map's always one of my favorites, and I know in the Geoguessr community, whenever I see someone playing this map, I have to watch the video, so hopefully you guys reacted the same way when you're watching this one. But something I feel like a lot of people don't show is the actual map of countries. The creator provides this to show you which countries are and aren't included. So let's just take a look here. You can see all of Europe pretty much is not in this map except for Belarus, Liechtenstein, Moldova, Bosnia, Kosovo, Vatican City. And in Africa, what I found is interesting is some countries that don't have official coverage, like Chad and Central African Republic, aren't included. Now, you have some other places like the British Indian Ocean Territory, and some other places here like Tokelau, American Samoa, where there's basically no coverage anyway. They're also not included. But for the most part, as you can see here, every single country that doesn't have Google coverage is included for the most part. So I think this will be a really fun map to go in and see if I can break my high score. And before we do, first of all, I'm going to make a play along link. We're not going to have any time limit. We're just going to say no move, because that's always a bit of fun, right? But also, a quick reminder, as I get the notepad up, to subscribe to the channel. You guys have been subscribing like crazy. I'm really, really happy. So all the new subscribers who are watching this video, thank you very much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. I pride myself on being entertaining. Hopefully you guys like the videos I'm putting out, and if you like them and you haven't hit that button yet, hit it now. You won't regret it, I promise. So let's just get into this game. Let's start it. Let's just see what countries we get. I'm really curious to see what we get because I just love this map. Now, fair warning, even though my high score might be 19,500, I don't expect to get that score today. I'm not very good at this map in general. My vibes on different rounds are not amazing, so but we'll see if we can do our best. So the first round here is very interesting. I see a lot of concrete buildings. I see a child. And we see what looks to be some Asian architecture. And one thing that I noticed right off the bat are these kind of like, this one's round, I guess, but some of these kind of looked a little square. So that reminds me of Thai poles. Makes me wonder, like, could we be in Laos somewhere? And if you noticed, even though Laos does have some official Google coverage, it's still included in this map. As we can go over here and look, Laos is indeed in this map. So, yeah, I'm interested to see what this is. I feel like East Asia, like somewhere over there, feels okay, just based on this architecture. I don't think it's Vietnam. I think Laos is a decent guess. It's kind of hilly, so maybe we'll go like somewhere up here near some mountains. I mean, I can't tell if this is just clouds or if this is actually a mountain to our north. These buildings here are kind of weird. Maybe they don't fit perfectly, but I'm pretty happy with that guess, all things considered. It could also be something like maybe Brunei, but I really don't think so. So I'm going to send Laos, and we're just going to see what the guess looks like. Okay, it was Nepal. That makes so much sense for the mountains. Yeah, let me take a look at that round again. Right, I was like, something feels a bit off here. Doesn't feel quite right, but if this was a mountain, and that makes sense for Nepal. But this is interesting. Usually when I've seen Nepal coverage, it looks like Kathmandu, but I guess now that I think about it, look at this. This kind of looks Bhutanese in a way. Obviously not the same, and they're very, very distinct cultures, but it makes sense that it's like northern India over here near Bhutan. So, not a great start. Only 500 points. Let's hope the next round's a little bit better. So, in this round, I immediately got a bit of a Latin American vibe, just based off the colors of these houses. You got a pink satellite dish. Ooh, this electricity counter. That's found in Mexico, but I don't know what other countries in Latin America it's found in. And this, but there's something weird about this. There's something off. This road is very interesting. Can I see the license plate? Not really. Maybe it's not. Oh boys, this is tough. That electricity counter makes me think it's Latin America. But this landscape, I mean, it could make sense, right? I don't see any language. Where would I see this kind of landscape? I mean, I got a Mexican vibe off of this. So is it possible that it could be something like, I mean, which one of these countries has, Costa Rica is also in this map, by the way, like somewhere in the mountains of Nicaragua? I mean, up in the hills, maybe in Honduras, like over here. I feel like that's not a bad guess, just tossing it in Honduras, or maybe like southern Honduras, and just to see. But yeah, like, this is very interesting. I'm really not sure, but it feels Latin American or Caribbean. That's my problem here. Like, I could very well see it being something in here, right? Something colorful in here, but no, I'm gonna stick with my gut. I'm gonna say it's Central America, and we're just gonna go for it. I was just over the border in Nicaragua, so I got the vibe right. It was just kind of in the hills here. Yeah, there's some hills right here. San Francisco de Cuapa. So, pretty cool. Glad we got that right. So let's move on to the next round here. Yeah, the first guess wasn't great. We're definitely not going to beat our... Well, I mean, I guess it's not possible to beat our high score. Wow, that's crazy. One bad round ruined it for us. As we go into a round here where we see a lot of Arabic. A lot of Arabic. So, ooh, yellow plates. Yellow plates. That's interesting. I feel like I should know that, but I mean, obviously it's unofficial Google coverage. Let's take a... Oh, okay. You know what? Hey, I'm gonna use this to my advantage because I don't care. I'm gonna use as many clues that are there as possible. Raparian Municipalities Directorate. Now, I remember watching a Chicago geographer video when he played this, and he saw something that said Directorate on the car like that, and it was in Iraq, and it was up. It was up here, I believe. He had the city of, Sulamania, and it was on the roof of the car. And this one says Raparin Municipalities. So if I can find a place called, like, Raparin, then that would be kind of perfect, right? But I don't really want to zoom in too far to try and find this. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to spend a ton of time looking for it, but I don't mind the Iraq guess here. Just simply because, I mean... The architecture, the language, it all makes sense. It's very dry. I can see this also being Iran. I can't tell the difference between different languages, different, like, like Egyptian Arabic you find in Iraq, and, like, Persian. I'm not very good at determining the differences. So, yeah, I think Iraq is just a fine guess here. The yellow plate is very interesting. Makes me wonder if it's, like, Oman. Oh, wait. Doesn't Oman have yellow plates? Doesn't Oman have yellow plates? Is that the country I was thinking of? Can I see the names of these regions? Okay, here I can. South, but that's governorate, not directorate. I mean, I don't mind this. Actually, I'm going to switch. I'm going to go Oman. I know that sounds ridiculous, but it's just because I saw that one yellow license plate right here. And I don't know where this is coming from, but I feel like I remember someone saying that Oman had yellow license plates. If it's Iraq, I'll take the L, but we're going to send it. We take the L. Let's move on to the next round. That was right where I had clicked to. That's such a shame. I should have went with my gut because it felt right. But hey, that's okay. Doctor Julia. Doctor. Okay. This is very interesting. Whoa. Whoa, now what is this? What is this? This is, This is very interesting. It's taken by 3D Swiss Media, which obviously this is not Switzerland. This is wild. It feels European. This is crazy. That almost looks like the Bhutanese flag or something. I mean, if it's taken by Swiss Media, we're in like big mountains. I don't see why this can't be something like Vaduz in Liechtenstein. Does this look... I mean, this kind of looks more like the Pyrenees. Which means it could also be like Andorra, but Andorra has official Google coverage, so... I feel like Liechtenstein is not a bad guess here. This flag is confusing me. I don't know what it is. But picture taken by Swiss Media, this kind of architecture... That makes sense. That language makes enough sense to me. Really not many places we can go. A white person, this architecture over here matches. Yeah, I'm just in Liechtenstein. It's the only country in, like, this region of Europe that's not covered by Street View, so we're going to go for it. And yeah, we were right. It was just in Scan. So, 4,900 on that round, and let's move into the final round of this one. 10,000 points, not what we want, but if we can come out of this with 15,000, I'd be pretty happy. Let's take a look around here. Driving on the right. This feels kind of Bosnian to me. It feels Balkan. It feels very, very Balkan. And this yellow sign here also feels extremely Balkan. So I guess the choices then are Bosnia or Kosovo. But I'd probably lean more towards Bosnia here. But I couldn't really tell you why, because this type of sign is very common in both, in basically former Yugoslav countries like Bosnia and Croatia and Serbia. But I feel like Bosnia makes a lot of sense with its architecture, these rolling hills. And if it's Kosovo, we're not that far away. I'm going to guess like kind of somewhere here south of Sarajevo. Somewhere here near Mostar, maybe. And yeah, we're just going to send that. I got a pretty strong Balkan vibe. And knowing the Balkan countries, it can only be Bosnia or Kosovo. I feel like Bosnia makes a lot of sense. Because I'm seeing no Cyrillic either. Which is another hint that it might not be Kosovo. So let's go for it. And it was Bosnia. It was just north of Sarajevo. As we get 4,600. And a score of 14-6 is not that bad. We had 2 really bad guesses, but 3 really good guesses. So very interesting. Those 3 rounds basically carried the whole score. But yeah, let's have another game, and we'll see if we can do a bit better. So we're in the next game now. We see some French. Velour de Gen. Oh, what is this? That's one of the weirdest license plates I've ever seen. Whoa, what are these license plates? We see Arabic. Sherif El... Okay, so I'm guessing this is a North African country with some French influence. That would make sense to me. I suppose Lebanon is also not completely ridiculous, and maybe that's not French influence. Maybe this is just a store name. Velour de Gien. That could just very well be a store name, so I'm not going to take that into account too much. I feel like there's a lot of Latin alphabet here. That's some English. Lebanon, I feel like, is not a terrible guess. Well, this doesn't really tell me anything, because I can't read Arabic. But, yeah, this is very interesting. So, let's take note of our options here. Morocco could definitely be a good option, actually. It's definitely, they speak Arabic, big French influence. Algiers, maybe, definitely not Tunis, because this is in official Google coverage, so it wouldn't be on this map. Let's just confirm. Correct, Tunisia is not on this map. We got Libya, Tripoli, with the Italian influence. I wouldn't think so. So if it's a North African country, it's probably Morocco, maybe Algeria, one of these two. And if it's not, I feel like Lebanon is not a terrible guess, somewhere in Beirut, but... Oh, guys, I don't know. I gotta do some thinking. I don't know. I feel like this is a bit of a European influence. Like, especially this sign here. Like, that to me looks like a Spanish sign. I mean, I suppose it's possible it's like something over here. I don't think it's Yemen, Oman. I think I'm just going to send Morocco. I think I'm just going to send Rabat. And I think we're going to cut our losses and just see what happens. Because I'm very, very curious. That was Egypt. I didn't even consider Egypt. It was Alexandria. I should have considered Egypt. Wow. Okay. Alexandria. So those license plates were Egyptian. Wow. So the dream of getting 20k is basically gone. But maybe if we can 5k these next few rounds, we can get there. I don't know. This is proven to be very, very difficult, and this round is no exception. This again feels like Middle Eastern or something, right? Like Chevrolet truck, green license plate. I mean, maybe green makes me think more Saudi. Yeah, I'm not sure, guys. This is oh no, I don't know. Again, like, it's just, yeah, coverage. I mean, these are the Pan-Arab colors. Red, green, black. So it's something over there. Something over in the Middle East. Almost certainly. Come on, come on. What do we think? What do we think? Well, if it's the Pan-Arab colors, maybe it's not Saudi Arabia. Jordan's has Street View. Could be Iraq. Could be Kuwait. It doesn't look like Kuwait City. Could be Yemen. I'm gonna do a weird hedge. I'm gonna hedge near Basra in Iraq, kind of getting the whole Middle East together here, and I feel like Iraq makes sense for the coverage. And I feel like a hedge is just about as best as I can do, because I really don't know. I can't really tell the difference between maybe Iraq, Saudi Arabia in this round. So we're gonna try Iraq. I think that makes sense. Let's go for it. It was Iraq. Okay, it was just Baghdad. Wow, didn't really feel like Baghdad. Didn't feel like a big city, but that's awesome. Let's move on. With how many locations are on this map, this feels kind of like cheating. I think it was somewhere here in Nepal. We're just going to click Southern Nepal and we're going to send it. It's a repeat round. Wow, I still lost 700 points on that. It was over here, but yeah, not really fair. Whatever. Move on to the next round. Let's take a look. So we're driving Paphos. That sounds very Greek. And hey, now, are we driving on the left or the right? We are driving, I think, on the left. And is that Greek I see? I actually can't tell. It's way too blurry. But Paphos feels extremely Greek. But if we're driving on the left, and I think it sounds Greek, there's only one place we can be, and that's Cyprus. Cyprus, of course, splits half Greek, half Turkish, but I mean, they speak Greek pretty much everywhere. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff going on. They're not going to get into that. But yeah, I mean, it feels like Cyprus feels pretty rural. We're kind of surrounded by some hills, so maybe we're down here near this place called Cyprus. Anyway, right-click middle. I think we're good. Wow, it was all the way on the west coast. We lost another 400 points, but we're going to move on to the last round with a score of 12,280. Can't break my high score as we look to be... I think we're in Myanmar. I think this language makes sense. Let's take a look. You can see like these things go up and above the letters. I think this is Myanmar. Kyun something road. Yeah. So this is definitely Myanmar. Okay, yeah, like this makes sense here with this language here. Yeah, I'm pretty confident. Building a modern developed something. But I don't know which city this is because this feels built up. I know their new capital of Naypyidaw was like it was built by people to serve as the new capital, and from what I've seen, like the pictures are just empty highways. It's not very dense. So this round here feels maybe it's more southern, somewhere near like Bago, near Yangon, something like that, or even up near Mandalay. Actually, now that I looked, we're kind of in the hills, and I feel like Mandalay is not a bad guess either because it's kind of a central hedge. Maybe we are further north near Myitkyina. I don't know. We're gonna go central hedge in Myanmar, and I think we're pretty confident. And it was just Yangon. I should have gone for it, but hey, that's okay. Score of... we cracked 15k this time. I think we got time for one more game, right? One more. We gotta try and break my record. Come on. This is the last game. We gotta try our best. We gotta get a good score. Oh no. So this messed me up last time. This is a yellow license plate. Last time I guessed Oman. This is really high quality. I mean, this says Mauritius 78. Mauritius sounds like Mauritius, but I don't think this is Mauritius. This is not Mauritius. So, wow, this is really high quality. Guys, I'm scared. I'm really scared because I don't know where this is. I straight up don't know where this is. I would say somewhere maybe like Caucasus. Oh, man. I don't know. This is a tough round. Like, Caucasus makes sense. Maybe something even in Central Asia. I mean, I wish I could read some more on that. It's a Ford Escape. I don't know where these are common or popular. I'm worried. I really have no idea. Does her shirt say anything? No. New Balance shoes. This is an amazing view, and it feels like something you'd see like somewhere in here. But the problem is, no matter where I click, even if it is in here, it's not going to be a good score. I think we're going to go... I think we'll go like somewhere here in Uzbekistan. Like, I don't know. It's too... Maybe up here in Turkmenistan, but I don't think so because there's no like hills. Let me find somewhere with rolling hills. Right here, maybe. Maybe something like in here. I mean, maybe something like that. I'm going to send it there in southern Uzbekistan and just pray. I feel like it could be Caucasus. It could even be like Iran. I actually wouldn't I wouldn't put it past Iran to look like this. This could be so wrong. Let's just see. It was not bad. All things considered, for it to be southeastern Kazakhstan, for me to get that Central European or Central Asian vibe, I don't mind that. Again, not a good score at all, but it's still possible to break my record, so let's move on. Wow, we're getting some hard rounds. I watched videos of people playing this, and they're getting like the city name right in front of them. I'm getting landscapes in the middle of nowhere. This is probably just Lao, right? Like, this looks like Thai script. It's definitely not Burmese. So this is definitely just Lao. The question is which part of Lao. Wang Myung and Uljang Nan Ta. That kind of... Wang Myung. If I can find Wang Myung, that would be pretty nice. Wang... No, that's not it. But it's very similar. So, basically confirms we're in Lao. The fact we're seeing places starting with Muang. And we see it there, and yeah. So if I can find Muang Myung, then I'm pretty happy. So we're gonna go on a bit of a searching spree till we find it. Nothing there from Muang Myung. Nothing that I could see, at least. I might have just hovered over it, but I don't know. I gotta just plop in Phang Vieng. Luang Prabang. I mean, I'm also looking at this. It looks like Duang. I can't tell if it's a camera glitch. It might be Luang Nam Ta. But, Luang Nam Ta? But that says 149 kilometers, right? So if that's 149 kilometers, we could be over here. I don't know if that's 149, but northeast would make sense. So could we be like down here? Is there a Muang something here? Come on, I need a good score on this round if I want to have any chance at breaking my high score. There's no Muang nothing. It's all Ban Mung Town. I mean, that could make sense, I guess. I don't know. I'm kind of okay with it. I'm just gonna send it here, and I feel like it's a decent Lao hedge anyway. The fact that I saw Luang Nam Ta, it looks like it's familiar to that or similar to that right up here. So we're gonna send it and see what happens. Okay, it was further down. So Ban Paong. Where's the name of this town? Muang. Okay, just the place I was looking for doesn't exist apparently. Maybe it was talking about something up here like this, Mung Town or something like that. So hey, either way, that's a great guess in Lao. Great guess. I think high score might still be in play. I'm not sure, but we'll have to see. Let's move on. Oh boy, come on. 6,300. Yeah, we can get up to 21,000 if we really, really play well. As we get another urban location. Well, I guess one of our... We don't get a lot of urban ones. We got Puma. This says 360 Explore Panama. Oh my gosh. Did we really just get bailed? We got bailed. This is just Panama. Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't care that I'm using that as a hint. I'll honestly say I didn't get much of a Latin American vibe. I will say this felt Caribbean to me. Without that sign or that thing down there, I probably would have guessed somewhere in the Caribbean. So let's head right into Panama. And I mean, this just has to be Panama City, right? I mean, look at the urbanness. Look at these big buildings. Makes a lot of sense. We're on an east-west road here in Panama City. Sun is in the north. That doesn't make any sense. Should be in the south. So maybe we're actually, like this is actually east and that's actually west. Who knows? But I'm going to go Panama City. I think that's a good guess. I think it makes a lot of sense. And we're going to go. Awesome. 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 Yeah, the road angle just didn't make sense at all. 49.90. Awesome score. 2 rounds left. And we kind of need 2 very close to 5Ks if we want to beat my all-time score. So, come on. Let's hope. Walvis Bay. That sounds familiar. Walvis Bay and a yellow license plate with a white front plate driving on the left. Wait a minute. Walvis Bay. Tonight only. 18th Road, green license plates. The Pelican Casino, ShopRite. Oh, man. Big Daddy. Okay. This is Walvis Bay. John. Man, even on the taxi, you can't really tell where you are. Walvis Bay. It's English. Everything's English. Engen, but it's somewhere in Africa, right? So I guess we just got to go look around in Africa for a place called Walvis Bay. This is very, very interesting. I'm hoping I can see something that says what country this is somewhere. Really, really hoping. Like this, is this a stop sign? A hexagonal stop sign? Or is it just cut and it's actually octagonal? Yeah, I think it's actually octagonal. Driving on the left. English. African country. Well, let's think. When I think of English Africa, like English-speaking Africa, I think a lot up here, like Guinea, Sierra Leone, Liberia. But This feels almost more of a, like, European... I mean, not more of a European, that's not what I mean. Oh my gosh, there's a flag here. This is South Africa, but South Africa's not. Is that Morocco? There's no way it's Morocco, right? There's way too much English for this to be. I mean, let's look for Walvis Bay in Morocco. Just see if I can see anything. Fishing. Cool. I mean, we're actually looking at Western Sahara. This is definitely not Western Sahara. It'd probably be up here somewhere. Walvis Bay. I mean, there's way too much Arabic, right? Agadir. This just doesn't really make much sense. No. I mean, no, that doesn't make sense. Like, that doesn't make sense. But that's not the South African flag. What flag is that? Is that a Namibian flag? I can hardly see it, but I think this red stripe with the green, I think it's Namibia. Does Namibia drive on the left? I mean, I guess they might speak English as well, because this kind of does look like South Africa. When you think about it, like coastal South Africa. So that would make sense. And this thing here, these are, I think you see those sometimes in Botswana. We're driving on the left. Does this say Namibia anywhere? No. But if I can find a Walvis Bay in Namibia, that would be pretty awesome. Okay, there's nothing up here. Moe Bay, Terrace Bay. Okay, so the fact that these towns are named, like, Bay is Walvis Bay. Walvis Bay. I found it. It's in Namibia. We know where it is. We're near the Protea Hotel. Okay. This is awesome. We found it. Can I find the Protea Hotel? Probably not. Oh, my gosh. Wait. Protea by Marriott, Walvis Bay, Pelican Bay. So is that the water over there then? Maybe? I don't care. I'm right here then, right? I'm right here. Yeah, I mean, it's close enough, right? The roads don't really line up. I don't care. I'm going for it. I think we 5K'd. We didn't. It's over here. Okay. I mean, there's the convenience center. Yeah, I was going to say, okay, well, maybe it was just a sign advertising that hotel, but $49.91, awesome score. Come on. We're long into this video, but we have a chance to break my all-time high score if we can nail this country. Let's take a look. Oh, no. Oh, this is Africa somewhere, I think. Oh, but that's some coast. Coastal Africa. It looks like to the east. Driving on the right. Oh my gosh, guys. This is going to be extremely difficult. I need to score 3,000. Oh, no. This scares me. Okay, so what are my thoughts? Let's just vocalize what we see. It's very, very dry. Very dry. I'm quite convinced this is somewhere in Africa. I can't trust the compass ever in this map, it seems like. So the fact that water's on my east could mean I'm in Somalia. It could mean nothing. It could mean I'm over here in like Guinea. But the fact it's so dry, like I don't, like, yeah, these cities here you'll probably see some like red soil, but this just feels, I mean, I guess there are some big trees, but it feels almost Middle Eastern, right? In some aspects. Oh no. Oh no. Guys, I don't think the score is going to be broken. This could be anywhere. I really, really don't know. And that makes me sad. I'm trying to figure things out. Like, I mean, actually, I guess it's pretty green over there. The road looks dry, but this is so green. Very dusty. Wilfred Rolim. Wilfred sounds almost like a South African name or something. But, yeah. Guys, I think just to cut for the time, this video is long enough as is. I'm not going to spend much time searching. I think... What do I think? I think my best guess might just be to hedge. Hedge somewhere in, like, South Sudan. But no, there's water. So that would be a terrible guess. It could be Somalia. I don't think it is because we got this thing here. No. We're going to go Western Africa. We're not going to hedge. We're going to go all out. We're going to guess, like, Bissau. There's some land over there. Could make sense. I have no idea. We're just going to send it. Whatever score we get, we get. That makes sense. Sao Tome. We were on an island. That makes a lot of sense, Sao Tome. We don't break our score. We get the highest score of the video, 16,500, but hey, honestly, I had a ton of fun. It was super, super fun going through these games and trying to figure out the locations, and I hope you guys enjoyed too, and if you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We're past 100 subs. Let's get to 500. 500 is an awesome goal, right? 1,000 is pretty far in the distance, but we're on that road to 1,000. Hopefully we can hit 500 sometime soon, but yeah, hope you enjoyed. I'm Geoguessr. We'll catch you in the next one.